19th November 2023, a date which most of the Indians won't forget. A day when millions of people in India were silenced and 1 lakh people in the Ahmedabad stadium were silenced. It was a day, one of the lowest days for Rohit Sharma. And as an astrologer, it was also one of the lowest days for me because I had predicted 4 times of India. In fact, I predicted in 2019 all the World Cup matches of India correctly, and including the final. But in 2023 World Cup, I also got it wrong in the final one. The final prediction went wrong. So when a prediction goes wrong, what we need to understand is that astrologer can get it wrong, but astrology never goes wrong. Because in astrology, there is always this logic. The logic has to be right. If you are right in the logic, then the event will unfold correctly. If not that time, but some other time. And that some other time has actually come now. So, in this match, the final between India and South Africa of the 2020 World Cup, who is going to win? Okay, so that depends on 3 factors. First of all, the captain's horoscopes. We're looking at the coach's horoscopes and the horoscopes of all the team members. Let's examine the horoscopes of the captains. Rohit Sharma has probably the best horoscope amongst all the cricket captains ever. I'm not just talking about India, ever who has played cricket. In fact, after MS Dhoni, if there is any great captain, then that captain is Rohit Sharma. The only reason why Rohit Sharma didn't go on to win the 2024 World Cup, the 2023 World Cup, is because he had already won 5 IPL titles. See, if I'm going to give you a history of this, it is not just about Rohit Sharma. Rohit Sharma is a 1987 born. So all the captains who were born in 1987 have got Neptune in the deepest exaltation around 14-15 degrees. Uranus is in deep exaltation in 29 degrees. Then there is planet X and planet Z. They are all very powerful. So all of his contemporaries in other sports, if I want to look at tennis, then it can be Djokovic, who is also 87 born. He is the leading scorer in the Grand Slams. And if you look at football, for that matter, football, the greatest ever at this point of time is Leo Messi, and he's also a 1987 born. But you'll always see that all of those born in 86 and 87, they have seen some extraordinary lows in their career before hitting something huge. That is because the 87 borns have Pluto in debilitation. So this is exactly happened with, if I'm going to talk about the captain of the France captain, Hugo Lloris. He was the captain for France when France lost in their own land the Euro, but then in 2016. But then he went on to win the World Cup in 2018. At the same time, when we talk about Leo Messi, another 1987 born, he also had Pluto in deep debilitation in his horoscope, and he led Argentina to almost victory, that in the 2014 finals, but he lost in the 2014 final. There was a very heart-wrenching moment for all the Argentinians, and all the fans who hailed him as the greatest cannot say that he is the greatest because he has never won the World Cup. But Leo resurrected himself in 2022 by going on to lead Argentina to win the World Cup. That's a huge resurrection for Leo Messi. Something similar happened in cricket. In cricket, Rohit Sharma, the same person with this extraordinary horoscope. See, if he doesn't win a World Cup, it is going to be an anomaly, because in cricket, a 83 born has won a World Cup. 86 born has won a World Cup. A 1993 has won a World Cup. But a 1987 born has not won any World Cup in any form. If a 1987 born doesn't win a World Cup, it will be an anomaly in astrology. So what it means is that an 87 born has to win a World Cup, and for Rohit Sharma there is no other chance. This is his last chance. So Rohit Sharma is going to resurrect himself, and he will go on to win the World Cup because he has all the ingredients. The greatest troubles of his life has gone away. The biggest disappointment of his life has gone away, and he will be able to resurrect himself like the other 86, 87 bonds. So that is point number one, the horoscope of the captain. Now let's look at the horoscopes of the coaches. Rahul Dravid, a great player, okay, but at the same time his horoscope is almost similar to that of Zinedine Zidane. And Zinedine Zidane not only was a great player, but he was also a great coach. He has won 3 Champions Leagues in football. But Rahul Dravid has not done anything, something spectacular like that. But he has a horoscope to be a great like Zinedine. But if I'm going to compare with Rob Walter, the coach of South Africa, his horoscope is decent, but it is not extremely powerful as Rahul Dravid. So, point number 2 in coaches also advantage India. Finally, let's look at the teams. Okay, if I'm going to talk about the team, let's start with Aiden Markram, the captain of South Africa. The biggest flaw in the horoscope of Aiden Markram is that, okay, if I'm going to look at the positives, he has got a Neptune in 25 degrees, which is very strong. Pluto is in 2 degrees, which is very strong. Planet X is strong. So these are only 3 planets which are strong in this chart. These 3 planets which are strong in Aiden Markram's horoscope has given him already 2-3 big victories. Number 1, I mean moderate victories, they're not big ones, okay. The moderate victories, like he has led South Africa to a under 19 World Cup victory. So that is one. He has also led his team to victory in the local 2020 tournament of South Africa. So his horoscope merits only that kind of a limited success. His horoscope does not merit something large and extraordinary, because despite the Neptune and Pluto being strong in the horoscope, he was born on an Amavasya day. Now what is Amavasya? Amavasya is a day when there is no moon. It's a moonless night. And people born during Amavasya cannot sparkle, literally they cannot sparkle at the highest level. So compared to Rohit Sharma, Aiden Markram has got a very, very weak horoscope. Compared to the coach, Rob Walter has got a comparatively weaker horoscope. If I'm going to look at this entire South African team, everyone from Reza Hendricks to everyone, Quinton de Kock is born with planet X in a weaker position. If I'm going to look at other players, also like, it can be a David Miller or a Henrik Klaassen, or it can be even Kagiso Rabada. They're all born with very good horoscopes, but the horoscopes can give them some success. But the extraordinary success at the highest level is not present in the horoscopes of none of the South African players. If there would have been any other team, if it would have been a West Indies, or if it would have been even Australia, I would have worried. But then it is South Africa. The captain, who has the weaker horoscope, has been there in the final against our Rohit Sharma. So what it simply means is that Rohit Sharma and his men are going to really crush the South Africans, and India will finally have a huge success of bringing back that ICC trophy to India. There has been a huge drought of ICC trophy to India, but finally, in the last chapter of his career, Rohit Sharma will bring back the ICC trophy and the 2020 World Cup to India. Watch out this match. It's going to be very, very interesting.